Alright then. The 48 men superstars have just finished up their races for another week. The 24 women's division divas are about to start theirs. So Paul, let's get to it. Alright, let's see how well these ladies will do in this week's race here in Rock, Arkansas. As the first race of the night will feature Diane Shimatra, Janice Dufont, and Cindy P. Jonesley. The fans are on their feet for these 24 divas, hoping one of them will make it to the World Championship. We're about to find out right now. Please start the race! And it looks like Cindy P. Jonesley is quarterback. So all eyes will be on Diane Shimatra and Janice Dufont, as these two ladies will have the opening edge to start our Week 20's Women's Division action here in Little Rock, Arkansas. These red-hot ladies are surely putting a smile on their face, but we'll also know which one of them will deserve to earn a W on the scorecard. Diane and Janice have both eaten the fruit, and they are going to be off and running towards the bridges, along with number 7 and number 6. And the first superstar to get speedballs on this week's Women's Division action is number 2. And he got all of that one. He really wants to stay alive, and he got all of that one. And number 1 is quarterback. So he will drop down to last place all the way in the back of the pack, as speedballs number 2 in this race will be made by number 8. And take a look at Cindy P. Jonesley, devastating to make a comeback. He took a shortcut after forcing the sleep early on in the race. Good strategy by Cindy P. Jonesley, as number 7, who leads over the 4-7 channel with 4 place, takes the next command PS. Right now, Diane Shimatra currently sitting in 2nd place ahead of Janice Dufont. And we have passed 1 minute as the next PS will be made by number 1. And right now, take a look at number 6 and number 8. They are getting left behind, battling for the life. Number 2 is also left behind, but I do believe one of these two Chao for number 6 or number 8 should really get some help from the crowd. And that superstar to get some help with the next speedbuzz is number 8. That makes his 2nd speedbuzz in the race. Meanwhile, Cindy P. Jonesley has reached the top of the wall, and now she is making her way past the waterfall. Her next stop is Homestretch, and she should have an easy victory tonight for her fans. Good job by Cindy. Next PS belongs to number 2. That makes it 2nd speedbuzz in the race. And Diane Shimatra, yep, she's going to rest, which means Janice Dufont will have the privilege to catch up to Diane Shimatra in the battle for 2nd. And she, in fact, takes the next command PS, but Cindy P. Jonesley made this one a piece of cake. Cindy P. Jonesley dominated over Janice Dufont and Diane Shimatra to win this one. Great strategy by Cindy P. Jonesley after going the rest. And number 8 will get another turn. That makes his first speedbuzz of the race. It looks like Janice Dufont is probably going to beat out Diane Shimatra to claim 2nd. Yep, that will leave Diane Shimatra in 3rd place. So, after forcing the sleep during the beginning of the race, Cindy P. Jonesley wins a shortcut affair, and she jots down a W on the scorecard. That's right, Paul. Congratulations to Cindy P. Jonesley, and back to race number 2 after this. Alright, now we have the 2 divas from last year's Women's Division Championship. That's right. It's our defending champion, Kelsey Jensen, and last year's runner-up, Tony Griffin. They will be joined by Jennifer Payton from race number 2. So this is sort of like a rematch from last year's Women's Division Championship. Let's find out who will prevail and who will fulfill their dreams of earning a victory. Best of luck to these 3 divas, and let's have a challenge! Alright fans, hope you're cheering on Kelsey as much as we do. She is already at the palm trees. And here comes the coconut-shaped fruit. She is going to eat the fruit, and she is gone. The other 2 divas are going to eat the fruit, and it looks like Jennifer Payton is going to rest. And yes, so is Tony Griffin. So Kelsey Jensen is going to have a clean slate for much of this race later on in the show. As the first superstar against Divas is Jennifer Payton, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Kelsey Jensen should be off and running when a couple switch are hit the water, and there she goes! Quickly making it towards the hill, trying to dominate over the other two divas. As Tony Griffin, desperate to catch up, will have speed race number 2 in this race. Right now, number 1 and number 7 are getting left behind competition, and oh no! Number 7 fell over the bridges into the water. Poor number 7, and he decided to pass for one. As he will take the next femurs after suffering a tough fall over the bridges. Right now, Kelsey Jensen will have coming on the way up in the front. I bet the Toronto fans are chanting Kelsey, Kelsey as much as some of the others do. As Jennifer Payton will have the next command PS. That makes her second speed buzz of the race. Poor number 1 and poor number 7, meanwhile, are still battling for dear life. I think one of them should get the next command PS, and I mean right now. But it's Tony Griffin who will get her second speed buzz of the race. Meanwhile, Kelsey Jensen has reached the top of the wall, and she is making her way towards the waterfall, possibly greeting some of her favorite fans while making her way towards the home stretch. But either way, they're loving Kelsey Jensen as much as we do. Next PS belongs to number 1. That means he will lead number 7 and us. And it looks like Jennifer Payton is for us again. So that means Tony Griffin will move up in second place. Number 8 will have to push about with Jennifer Payton for third place. Now he's for us, as Jennifer Payton will get a first speed buzz. The fans are cheering on Kelsey Jensen at the home stretch. In the movie portion of course, she is making her way towards the goal line at the current moment. And she is our winner. And this time, Jennifer Payton goes for consecutive. That makes her 4th speed buzz of the race. And right now, numbers 1 and 7 can just forget about this race, but it's still battling for your life. And number 6 will get the last speed buzz, and he can say goodbye to the other Chao. So, with that win, Kelsey Jensen moves one step closer towards her 2020 repeat title. That's why we applaud for all support. Can't wait to see you again next time. Lots more fun after this announcement. Well done, Kelsey, from that last race. Now let's move on to race number 3. It's Allison Storm from race number 3 versus Dorothy Miller and Marissa Heaton. The superstars are at the starting gate finishing up the warm-ups, and the crowd is all pumped up for another exciting Chao race. So, here we go! And the 3 divas are making their way through the rainbow path. They're trying desperately to get wins on the board so that they can call themselves winners. It doesn't matter anyway. Everyone's a winner here in the Chao Racing universe. And right now, these fans mean all the way throughout the entire season. Right now, it looks like Dorothy Miller will have command of the lead. The other 2 divas are right on her tail. And Dorothy Miller unexpectedly wins the opening toss. Not a lot that time, but at least he's trying to defend the lead over Marissa Heaton and Allison Stewart. One of the third child's going to rest in the back, and now another third child's going to rest. As number 6 takes speed race number 2 in this race, he is going to be flying towards the water. Dorothy Miller trying to defend the lead over the OTD's Perry. Oh, are you kidding me? She fell in the water. I feel bad for Dorothy Miller. She's trying desperately to overcome her fall. Wow, that was a tough fall for Dorothy Miller. Anyway, as the story round the next command, yes, Dorothy Miller fell in the water. I believe she's trying desperately not to lose her lead either. Right now it looks like number 1, 6, and 8, 5, and 8 are getting all up behind the competition. And it looks like number 1 will have the next command, viewers. I feel bad for Dorothy Miller. she took a tumble in the water. Now she's trying to redeem herself to defend the lead over Alice. So look, down she goes again. Well, at least it's not painful as the first fall on bridges. Anyway, number 1 gets back-to-back Divas. And right now it is number 2 who is getting left behind in the competition behind number 8. Let's find out who will get the next Divas. And that next Divas we made by Melissa Eden. And right now, Dorothy Miller is climbing out the wall. After taking a tumble in the water over at the bridges early on, Dorothy Miller trying to turn the rest of the race for the better. And she will get another turn. That makes her second speed bus of the race, building a little bit more room ahead of the other deals anyway. And it looks like Allison Stewart is quarterback. That means Melissa Eden will have control of second place ahead of number 7, which he is quarterback as well. Next PS belongs to Allison Stewart, and she got over on that one. Dorothy Miller heading into her stretch. I believe Melissa Eden is going to come up short to make the pass. Yep, she is going to get a little bit of room ahead of Dorothy Miller. So, as number 2 takes the next PS, Dorothy Miller is going to overcome her tough fall to win this one over Melissa Eden. Dorothy Miller holds up Melissa Eden for the victory. I'm so glad she won that after all. Melissa Eden will come in second, and the last speed bus in this race will be by number 1. That makes it her second speed bus race, or first speed bus race. So despite her tough fall, Dorothy Miller still prevailed in the very end. That's why I always took a tumble before starting out strong. Back in a bit, do not go away. And now, time for race number 4. That's right, after this, we will be in one half of the women's division races finish. It will feature Olivia Fortin for race number 4, taking on Christina Bennett and Emily Heffer. Olivia's trying to get back to the 500 mark this week. I believe she might have a good chance of winning this race, don't you think? But let's see what happens here. Best of these 3 divas, and let's rock this place! And Emily Heffer is going to rest. So, Olivia Fortin only has to worry about Christina Bennett for the moment. Right now, Olivia Fortin and Christina Bennett will have the opening edge, and now they are going to make their way towards the palm trees. Now they are going to shake the trees to bring down that coconut-shaped fruit, and now they're going to eat the fruit. And it looks like Olivia Fortin is going to be mine. We have the lead. And look at that. Olivia Fortin is going to have full control because Christina Bennett is dancing to the beat. And she is going to make her way towards the line, trying to maintain her huge lead. As number 6, who is dancing with Emily Heffer all the way back in the palm trees, wins the first speed bus of this race. That will leave Emily Heffer left behind in the competition. But she's heading for the water, so she will try to gain some ground in the only one. As the superstar to get speed bus number 2 is number 2, who is battling with number 8 for 6th place at the count morning. And right now, Christina Bennett trying to make a comeback here, and Christina Bennett is last. Now she'll drop down a couple of places to 6th place. Now she has a lot of catching up to do in the only one. And number 8 gets the next PS, and she will have the privilege to battle with Christina Bennett for 6th place. Now that will be number 6 left behind in the competition. And we have passed the 1 minute mark, soon to be 1:10 in just a couple moments from now. And number 6 really needs some help from the crowd right away. But who really got the next command PS? It's Christina Bennett. She's trying desperately to catch up after going west, and a couple of Chao went down for the count. Meanwhile, Olivia Fortin has a commanding lead as she makes her way towards the wall. Now she is climbing up the wall with all her might, and number 1, who just went down again, takes the next speed bus. Now battling with number 7 for the lead, or the 5 Chao is 2nd place, and poor number 6 is unhappy like always. He is going to be busy climbing up the wall, folks. Well, it looks like Olivia Fortin is going to have the next command SPS because all the other superstars are busy climbing up the wall. So with that SPS, Olivia Fortin now has a little bit more breathing room ahead of the competition, And look at that. Number 1 is going to rest, so she will have a lot of breathing room to spare ahead of competition. Good strategy so far for Ruby Fortune. Next PS belongs to Emily Heifer. And right now, Ruby Fortune is making her way towards the home stretch. She is almost at the goal line. According to my calculations, she is going to win this one easily. As number 7 taking next speed bus, Olivia Forte wins an easy affair for her fans. She jumps back to the 500 mark this week. Well done by Olivia Forte. And take a look at Emily Heifer still left behind as number 2. Well, the next contest, yes, she will leave Emily Heifer in the dust. And once again, number 6 is still unhappy getting left behind in last place. And Emily Heifer will get number 2. That makes the second speed bus race to close out the race. So Ruby Fortune now sits at 4-4 with that victory. Right, if she keeps it up, she'll come in next season back for more exciting action for the second half of Women's Mission after this. Alright, there's no time for delays or wasting. Let's get over to race number 5, Paul. Alright, this next race will feature Pauline Carter, Sam McDonald, and Marcia Watt. That's what we have for race number 5 of Week 20's Women's Mission Action Play. So let's get things underway. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a challenge! Alright, there was Pauline Carter, Sandy McDonald, and Marcia Watt. Marcia Watt has a solid season so far, while the other 2 superstars are trying desperately to get enough wins so that they can come back next fall for Chao's Emperor. Right on the free Chao eventually the Volunteers, and it looks like number 7 will go to rest. That means number 7 will both be right behind the competition all the way back. Pauline Carter is going to have to control the lead, followed by Marcia Watt in second, Sandy McDonald right on her tail in 3rd place. As the first superstar to get speed bus is number 8. That was a good speed bus right there, yep. And number 6 was going to rest, so he'll be right behind the competition. One of the great speed bus by number 8 to solve the speed bus for this race. Poor number 7 is getting right behind the competition already. And number 2 will have control of speed bus number 2 in this race, who is just pausing for one. Marcia Moore trying to stay up off the 500 mark with her 5th win if she wins tonight. She is currently sitting at 4-3. Might as well reach the playoffs if she can keep it up. And number 7, well, the next command. Yes, and look at that. She flies over on the bridges. Good strategy by number 7. Valerie knows 1-6 left behind bowing for the UI. I do believe one of them should get the next command. Yes, with the next POS. And number 6 will get that next POS. And that was a good POS right now. He got all of that one. He will leave number 1 in the dust. Meanwhile, Pauline Carter, as we pass the 1 minute mark, is trying desperately not to settle for another loss. She is getting left behind from Marcia Moore. Marcia Moore has a commanding lead over Pauline Carter. Pretty much well making a win alright before we see number Moore tonight. As number 6 gets back to max POS, poor number 1 meanwhile is getting all low in last place. I do believe he needs a couple of speed runs to get back in this one for sure this time. And I mean right this instant to find a way. But it's Sandy McDonald who will have the next command spears just try to have some fun. Marcia Moore has reached the top of the wall and she is making her way past the waterfall. No one is going to catch up to Marcia Moore in a hurry. Next spears belongs to number 1. He finally got some help, and that was great speed as he got all of that one, but he's still right behind in last place. Looks like Pauline Carter's not going to have enough distance to catch up to Marcia Moore in time. As number 7 will have another turn. That makes sense, second speed bus in the race. Marcia Moore having a comfortable lead still ahead of Pauline Carter. She is going to win this one, and she's going to get her 5th win of the 2019 season. As number 8 speeders was just too late. Marcia Moore after a 5 wins to her collection. That will be followed by Pauline Carter in 2nd place. And number 6 will get a first speed bus, and she will lead number 1 in us for the 2nd time in this race. Alright, so our number 5 win by Marcia Moore stays above 500 for one more week. That's right, will she make the playoffs at the end of the season? We'll find out momentarily. Back in a bit, do not go away! Paul, tell us what we have next. Next up, we have Sarah Glenmurray against Maria Schneider and Penny Days for race number 6 tonight. And here's what we're going to line up for this next race as we go back down to the starting gate on the Emma course, wishing the next 3 divas good luck on their quest for victory. And here we go. Please start the race. So the next 3 divas are trying their best to stay alive in the game or hopefully make a playoffs to get a championship shot. Maria Schneider currently sitting at 6-1. She has the second best record of the 24 divas so far for the 2019 season. And right now the 3 divas are ready to eat the fruit. And it looks like Maria Schneider and Sarah Glenmurray are off and running. They're going to be battling for first place as they make their way towards Bridges. And where will Miss Chao be heading next? It looks like both of these Chao are going to be heading for the water. So they're going to spend a lot of competition, everyone. As Penny Days, trying to stay alive for the Bridges, gets the first speed race for this race. And right now, number 1 is for the rest. That means they'll drop down to last place over the 8 Chao at the current race. As speed race number 2 of this race, we made by number 7. Trying to catch up to number 8. Maria Schneider and Sarah Glenmurray are quickly making their way towards the top of the hill. That way, neck to neck at going 1 for the lead over these 8 Chao in this race. And when they pass the flags, they'll move on to the semaphore portion of the course. As the next PS we made by number 1. He got over that one, but he's still way behind in last place. And it looks like Penny Days is going to rest as we approach the 1 minute mark. That means we'll drop down 1 or 2 places to that now. And who got the next speed buzz? It's number 7. That makes his second speed buzz for the race. Meanwhile, Maria Schneider seems to have a little bit more room ahead of Sarah Glenmurray. Maria Schneider making his way towards the wall. Will Sarah Glenmurray have enough effort to make the pass from Maria Schneider? We'll find out soon enough. Next PS belongs to number 8. Wow, excellent speed buzz. He got over on that one. And number 6 is not looking so happy. He tossed to number 8. And number 7 is getting left behind in the competition again. As Sarah Glenmurray, desperate to make a comeback, takes the next command. Yes, not that much fun that time. And Maria Schneider is making her way towards the home stretch, along with Sarah Glenmurray. And who got the next one? It's number 8, making his second speed race. He's still going, and another 6 Chao's going to rest. And right now, Maria Schneider should have this race all wrapped up ahead of Sarah Glenmurray. Sarah won't have enough distance to catch up to Maria Schneider in time. The dreams is going to continue for Maria Schneider this week. As number 8 says farewell to the Symmetry Championship back years, Maria Schneider wins the battle over Sarah Glenmurray. She's now 6 at 7-1 without authority. Great season so far, Maria Schneider. Chris Schneider is showing happy with her sister tonight. Let's hope she keeps it up next time. That's right, I'm looking forward towards the rest of the season for Maria Schneider, and hopefully cheer on for Chris Schneider as well. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, there are just 2 more races left for Week 20's action here in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's right, Brandon. The first one will feature Zoe Baylor, Nicole Hamilton, and Lisa Marigold. Everyone has shown enjoying those races so far here in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we're about to continue that tradition with this next race. So here we go. Please start the race. And Lisa Marigold is more rest. So let's watch Zoe Baylor and Nicole Hamilton. These 2 Chao will have control of the opening edge, but we'll soon know which one of them will pay off for 9-1. Right now, Zoe Baylor and Nicole Hamilton are at the palm trees, and they're going to shake the trees to bring down that coconut and cherry fruit. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And it looks like Nicole Hamilton is dancing to the beat. That means Zoe Baylor is going to have the upper hand of those 3 viewers for this race for the moment. And where will he should be heading? Looks like she's going to be flying towards the water. As number 2, getting all his speed buzz he got, take wins here when he toss, and poor number 1 and 8 are getting left behind back in the palm trees. They don't want to be left behind from the crowd from the other 6 superstars. Looks like they'll both have to stick with the bridges for the come one, as BUS number 2 in this place were made by Lisa Marigold, but that didn't get any of it at all. And Nicole Hamilton is going to wrestle along with number 2. Yep, so Nicole Hamilton will have to battle with number 2 for second place in the come one. As the next BUS were made by number 6. And right now, Zoe Bayward has a commanding lead over the 3 Divas in the come one. We have passed the 1 minute mark. A win tonight will make Zoe Bayward at the 500 mark at 4-4. She might have a chance to reach the playoffs, or at least that will come back next fall for Chao 2020. We'll also know how well she'll do for the rest of the season. As the next BS will be made by number 1. Oh, he doesn't want to fall off the cliff, and he's tried. That's what he said live in the game as well. Right now, Nicole Hamilton might need all the help she can to make a miracle comeback ahead of Zoe Bayward in the come one. As number 6, we'll get another turn. That makes the second speed buzz of the race. And right now, Lisa Marigold is still trying to catch up with the other 2 Divas in hurry. She is currently battling with number 2 for 4th place, approaching the wall. And she will get another turn, making her second speed buzz of the race. But I don't think she'll make it all the way to first place. Right now, Zoe Bayward is passing the waterfall, and she is approaching the home stretch with a big lead ahead of Nicole Hamilton. Nicole trying to make a comeback in early one, but I think Zoe Bayward is going to hold on for the victory. Back to Lisa Marigold. This time he goes for consecutive. That makes her first speed buzz race. She can't forget about going to rest. And right now, numbers 1 and 7 are going to rest. And I think so is number 8. Yeah, number 8 also going to rest. That means he'll drop down back to last place for numbers 1 and 7. So now he has a lot of catching up to do for the second time in this phase. And he will get the next command BS. Try to catch up with Yeltsin Henry. As Zoe Bayward towers up another win in her 2019 season. She improves to 500 mark at 4 wins and 4 losses. It looks like Nicole Hamilton will come in second, and Lisa Marigold will have to settle for 3rd place. As number 8 is bet to close this one out with back-to-back spears, making it 2 in a row by 2 in a row. Congratulations, Zoe Bayward, on another impressive victory. I applaud her for her support, Paul, and we'll be back for the final race on the night after we present a word from this. Well, fans, after all the excitement we have on another pleasant evening with the ChaoEmperor, we have come down to just one last race for Week 20's Women's Division action. That's right, and what a dominating season it has for this superstar herself, ChaoEmperor, the one with a perfect record of 7-0 heading into this week's race. Tonight she'll be taking on Mona Hartman and Thelma Dawn for race number 8. So let's take one last look at the lineup for the final race of the night. And that's the only course one more time. The fans are all popping and ready to go, and so are the players down on the field. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! So it's been an exciting season so far for ChaoEmperor, trying to fulfill a redemption for a playoff run this year. She missed out on the playoffs last season, but with all of her swimming ability she practiced all season long, she might have a chance to make the playoffs this time. Right now she is going to eat the fruit, and she is going to have command of the lead. Thelma Dawn is right on her tail, and Mona Hartman is not too far behind in 3rd place. And it looks like, yeah, ChaoEmperor is going to be heading for the water. Mona Hartman showing off her incredible flying ability, but looks like it's no match for ChaoEmperor's incredible swimming. As the first superstar to get speed boost is number 1, who is trying his best way to survive one of the bridges. Right on number 7 passes from 1 as he approaches 1. That will be poor number 2 in the dust all the way in back to back. Now number 2 really need a lot of catching up to do. He is getting all low in last place behind the pack right in the bridges. As number 1, trying to stay alive in the game, opens this one up with back-to-back spears. And ChaoEmperor has a commanding lead over the other 2 Divas in the come one. We are approaching the 1 minute mark in this race, as the next spears will be made by number 2, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. I think he needs more help. What will happen? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, Mona Hartman is trying her best to catch up to Sasha Gizmo in a hurry. And Velma Dolls gets an XPS just as she was going to best. And right now, number 2 is still left behind the competition. Number 7 seems like he's also left behind in the competition. Number 2 and number 7 both really need a spear to get back in this one. And it will be number 7 who will get that chance as he goes down for the count. So now he will catch up to number 1 for 6th place. At back with fun, both Rona and Velma are happily catching up to Sasha Gizmo. But I believe Sasha Gizmo is going to get her 8th straight win to fulfill her playoff redemption this season. Next PS belongs to Rona Hallman, and that didn't get a lot of it that time. Oh well, there's always next time for these two superstars, Rona Hallman and Velma. And poor number 2 is busy and climbing on the wall, trying his way to catch up with the yellow Symmetry Chao. A couple of Symmetry Chao are going to rest, and so is number 2. And Sasha did it! Sasha is the winner of this race! As number 7 will get the next Spears, getting all around that one. Good Spears by number 7. Sasha Gizmo is still perfect at 8-0 with a win tonight! Great season by Sasha Gizmo. She is still undefeated for the 2019-20 season of Chao Racing. Rona Hallman will come in 2nd, and Velma Dolls will come in 3rd. How about that, Brandon? 8-0 for Sasha Gizmo tonight. Yep, I applaud her for all her support. Let's hope she makes it 9-0 next time. That's a wrap up our show after this announcement. Well, that's our show, folks. Don't forget to share this and all other exciting videos on our ChaoEmperor channel, including requests for make mascot costumes, tournaments, and of course, all of your favorite Chao Racing races, and a whole lot of surprises waiting in store for the ChaoEmperor channel. So thank you, Little Rock, Arkansas, for attending today's races, and we hope to see you again real soon. Until next week, this is Bad Chang signing off. Keep on smiling, and so long, everybody! This is Smiles Angler signing off. Warmest wishes for the Thanksgiving and holiday season for years to come. Join us again for more inside action on Chao Racing 2019. See you next week!